So I'm just leaving the moorings. It's 11:30, a bit later than I wanted to get away, but there we go. So I'm now on my way to Newhaven to catch the ferry to go to France and then through France to Spain, and really looking forward to it. It's a damp old morning. It's not too cold actually, but it's a damp old morning. Yeah, so looking forward to getting away, hopefully for some sunshine and warmth. So yep, get on the road and catch you later. So good morning and welcome to the channel. Okay, so I've just woken up a short while ago. I'm in Newhaven ferry port. You can see some of the campers behind me, tucked in behind the big one at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit overcast and dull, but there's no wind, so it should be a good crossing actually today. Yeah, slept okay. First night I've slept in a little camper. It was quite comfortable. Obviously there's nowhere near as much room as I'm used to with my other big campers, but yeah, it's going to be great for the time I'm away. So yeah, really looking forward to getting away. Going to check in shortly. Ferry's due to leave at 11 o'clock, so I'm going to go and check in around 9:30. So that's where we parked up last night. You can see me just tucked in between these two larger camper vans. Not the most ideal place to park overnight. As you can see, there's a road behind me, road in front, and then there's the railway line just there. So yeah, it's a bit noisy, but yeah, it was okay for the night, no problem. So I've now checked in, no problems with the dog, that went straight forward. So I'm now in the line to board. As you can see, there's lots and lots of campers and motorhomes. That's not Koby barking, by the way. But there's very few cars. It seems to be all motorhomes and camper vans. Let's hope the journey goes well. 4 hours of crossing, and that takes me into Dieppe. Once I'm there, it's going to be 4 o'clock their local time, so it's going to be getting dark. So I'm not going to go too far before I find somewhere to park up for the night, and then I'll push on much more obviously tomorrow. Try and get down to Spain as quickly as possible for that winter sunshine and warmth. Hopefully, anyway. My full English breakfast on board. It's huge. So this is the cafeteria. I've just had a huge English breakfast. And this is the lounge area where I'm sat at the moment. Not speaking too loudly because there's people about, as you can see. Well, I got my sunshine. Not quite warm enough yet for me, but plenty of sunshine. So we're about a third of the way across at the moment. See some of the larger container vessels over there. If I scan in. So I'm on the road in France. We arrived on time. In fact, almost to the minute we arrived on time in Dieppe. So I found myself a place on Park for night, which I think looks okay. So good morning and welcome. So this was my first night stop in France. You see the camper behind me. It's in a place called Val de Seine, I think you pronounce it. Small little sort of village, about 25 miles from Dieppe. And yeah, it's been a good stop actually. It's a free air, so no problems. But it's cold. So yeah, much the same as it is in England. It was down to about 0 last night, and it looks a bit overcast and grey this morning. But I'm going to head now south continuously until I get down into Spain. So my first thing today is to get around Rouen, because Rouen's got very low emission areas, and which can be quite expensive. And with an old van like mine, I don't want to start spending all that money. So I'm going to try and find my way around Rouen and then head down towards Le Mans. And then from Le Mans, I'll head down towards Pau and Tardets, where I'm going to cross the mountains, and then I'll be in Spain. So good morning, I'm back on the road. It's about 9:30 and I'm on the N10, which is going to take me all the way down through to Bordeaux and beyond. So yeah, it was really cold last night, down to about -2, 3, but I found a little place to free park, which was good. One thing I must try and find today though is another bottle of camping gas. I've only got the one which I had when I came out, hoping to get one in France, which is where camping gas comes from, but I haven't seen a garage yet that stocks it. So you can see it's pretty murky outside. In fact, you can't see the top of the wind turbines. Wow, look at the blue sky behind me. Finally reached some sunshine. I'm about 25-30 kilometres south of Bordeaux on the A63, and yeah, it's been pretty overcast and foggy most of the morning, but as soon as I got past Bordeaux, yeah, the sky's just cleared, the sun's come out. Brilliant. You can see the camper behind me. Yeah, so hopefully, and it's quite mild, it feels really quite mild. So hopefully this is the beginning of the weather for the next few weeks. So just stopped for lunch in this service area, or it's an area, it's not actually a service area, there's no petrol, but it's just a place to stop, some benches, have a picnic if you like, whatever. But main thing is, look at the weather guys, the sun's come out. Whoa, loving it. All that bad weather we had back in the UK brings back so many good memories of past trips as well. I don't know whether you can make out in the far distance, but that's the Pyrenees mountains with the snow on the top. That'll be sick. Well, it's evening time, so I've just found a place to park up in a town called Navarro, I think it's called. I'll put it in the description. Yeah, it's a little short of the Spanish border. I was hoping to get into Spain today, but to be honest, I'm quite close to the Pyrenees, and it would have meant to continue going. I would have had to gone up over the Pyrenees, and there's nowhere to stop, obviously, up and over, so it would have meant climbing the mountains in the dark just to get into Spain. So I decided to stop just this side of the Pyrenees, and I found a little, as I say, park up in this little tiny town, which would be good for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get off bright and breezy and set off over the mountains down into Spain. Okay, so where am I? Route de Masson. And I've got about another 43 kilometres before I get there. But yeah, it's just glorious. Actually driving through the French countryside, through wooded areas, lots of sunshine at the moment. Yeah, it's just so nice to be here. It brings back so many good memories of past trips as well. Maybe before Brexit, when we could travel freely in Europe, but yeah, nonetheless, it brings back good memories. Wow, look at that sky, guys. This is what I've come for. Absolutely superb. We're still quite high up though. Just amazing sort of sights. As you can look back over the Pyrenees and snow-coloured tops. Been a bit of a struggle coming up here with the old van. Down to third gear and struggling. But there you go. Can't have it all. She's nearly 30-year-old. Yeah, so I've made good progress today. As I say, I come through the last bit of France, and then through the Semport tunnel, which is where the border crosses. And you're actually in the tunnel when you cross the border, down into Spain. And now I'm on the A23, which is going to take me almost all the way down towards Valencia. My only concern today is poor little Koby. Caught his leg this morning running after his ball, and he's still limping. I can't feel anything broken, but yeah, if he doesn't settle down by the time I get down to Valencia, I'm going to have to take him to the vets and see what I can get done. But one of those things, he'll survive. So what a difference a few days makes. Last Wednesday when I left the moorings near Rugby, I woke up to about 4 degrees inside the boat, and it was -5 or 6 I think overnight. And here we are on Sunday, so 4 days later effectively, and as you can see I'm there in a t-shirt. Glorious sunshine. I don't know what the temperature is, I haven't got a clue, but what I can tell you is it feels amazing. So good morning and welcome. So yeah, this was my first stop in Spain. It's a camper van air park up near Tavernas, not far from Valencia. Wouldn't normally stay at these sort of places. I'm normally a wild camper, but I've got some friends that have been down here, so it was good to meet up with them last night. So as you can see, there's quite a number of motorhomes here. I think there's about 60 odd pitches, so yeah, it's quite good. And we're only about 200-300 metres from the beach itself, so yeah, quite nice. But yeah, I'm going to take Koby to the vets this morning because he's still limping quite badly, so I'm going to take him to the vets and see how we get on. Yeah, so I'm going to take Koby to the vets this morning. I'm not too far from a little town called Gandia. I've just looked online, there's 2 or 3 vets there. I picked one, hopefully they'll be able to see him. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, it's nothing serious, but I don't think it is. He's probably just badly bruised his leg, but you know, I'd rather get it checked out than be sorry later on. So, amazing sunrise this morning. Okay, so back on the road again after spending another night near Tavernas. I took Koby to the vets yesterday, and they carried out some x-rays and bits and pieces, and apparently he's torn some ligaments and that. So yeah, he's still limping a bit, but he is actually, you know, putting a bit more weight on his leg. So they've given me some anti-inflammatory drugs and that, so I've got to give him those for the next week or 10 days. So good morning from an overcast day here in Murcia. Temperature's supposed to go up to 21 degrees today, but sun's struggling a little bit, but hopefully it will come up later on. You can probably see behind me all these camper vans. This is a park up, free park up, quite close to the IKEA store, and there's fresh water, there's grey waste and black waste, no electricity, but everything else is there. And it seems to be a favourite haunt for people. I've never seen it this busy before. So last night I stayed in this campsite with my friend Roy. It's off the beaten track a little bit, out in the countryside, but it's all within the orange groves, and there's 25 spaces. It's a family run business, shower, toilet and all the facilities. They actually produce their own wines and marmalades and everything like that. So yeah, it's a good little spot to stay over. Costs 14 euros a night all in, so yeah, not expensive. And if I pan round, you can see that I'm walking down with Koby, but all in the orange groves. Look, there's literally acres and acres and acres of oranges. He's quite happy. Taking his medication for his bad leg, but he seems to be walking on it a little bit better now, which is good. It's going to take a few weeks, I think, where he's just start hopping, then he's probably stood on a stone. We'll see. This is the little convenience block. You've got a washing machine and dryer, a shower, toilet. Yeah, it's all very well laid out. As you can see, lots of little pieces of tiled animation on the walls. And then come back round, see all the vans parked up. And this is the little shop that they've got on the site, where you can see they've got different jams and marmalades. Bits and pieces in the fridge. Details of the birds you can see locally. And then they produce their own wines, white wine and red wine, vino tinto, which is, they're €3.50 rather, per litre. It's a good wine actually. And other little bits and pieces around. So hi and welcome to a nice sunny Spain. You can probably see the sea behind me. I'll spin you around in a minute and show you where I am. But yeah, I finally got down to Spain. In fact, I've been there a few days now. I first started off up in the north part of Spain, and then come down towards Murcia, and then from Murcia I've come down to where I am at the moment, which is near Vera and Villaricos. Superb place. The beach is amazing. It goes on for a couple of kilometres probably, and it's absolutely full of camper vans and motorhomes. So yeah, it's a popular spot for overwintering with people from all around Europe. I mean, there's vans here from Czechoslovakia, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Germany, Austria, Holland, obviously lots of French. So yeah, it's a very popular spot. But let me spin you around and I can show you exactly where I am. This probably gives you an idea of the length of the beachfront here. It's absolutely huge, and you can see in the distance there's lots of campers, but still a lot of open area. And I'm fortunate, and I've met up with two friends of mine. Yeah, so as I said, I'm with two friends. The one van you can see there with the trailer is my friend Roy from England, and then I've got my little camper in the middle, and then as I come around here, this is another friend of mine. This is Paul, and Paul's also got his motorcycle with him in that trailer, or he did have, but they've gone off together just to have a little ride, go to the shops, etc. this morning. So I'm getting on with a little bit of work on the van. But then if you look in the distance, you can see the buildings and the houses in this little bay. And again, if I come around, you can see more and more motorhomes in not only near to me, but if you look way in the distance, there's lots of campers. So yeah, it's a very, very popular area in the winter. Keeps the local trade going as well. A lot of people say, oh, about being here, but if you think we're keeping the actual local businesses going in the winter when there's not many tourists here apart from ourselves in the vans. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video here. This first part, I'm in sunny Spain, as you can see, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.